One company that is in focus for today's small and mid-cap show is Ramky Infrastructure. Now, the company has recently won an order of 130 crore from Power Grid. And to discuss more about this, we are joined by Mr. S Rao, Group CFO of Ramky Group. Welcome to the show, sir. My first question to you is that give us some color. Talk to us about the recent order win from Power Grid Corporation. It is roughly of 130 crores. How is this going to benefit the company? How will it aid revenues for you?
Good morning to you. Thanks a lot. The recent order that we have won is in line with the certain focus areas that we have got in the power transmission and the distribution. And this has been by special invitation by the Power Grid, and also we have won against a reasonable kind of a technical and an economic evaluation. It is in a very difficult terrain. And because of executing such kind of the projects in the northern and also the hilly regions, this has been awarded. This would reasonably contribute to our both the top line as well as the bottom line.
Fair, Mr. Rao. Now, in FY24, you reported an order book of about 8,740 crore. How much are you planning to execute it in this year?
Well, whatever the order book that I have, if you can look into that, what I have disclosed to the stock exchanges, about the 60% of it is under the execution over the next 2 to 3 years. So about 1/3 of, let us say, about 4,500 to 5,000 crores should come in during the current year. And the balance is towards the O&M. That spreads over almost about 10 years. That's what the execution plan.
Got it. So, Mr. Rao, if 60% of your order is expected to be executed in the next 2 to 3 years, can you give us some color as to how much will this aid your revenues by? What is the kind of CAGR growth that you're looking at for your revenues?
Well, the existing order book itself over the next 2 to 3 years, if I execute, there should on average should add to about 1,500 crores easily, existing as on the 31/3/2024. This is apart from what orders that I received this year, the next year, that would add also to the kitty as we go along. And that is a significant contribution as we tread fast. So that's how the execution plan. So today, as is varies basis, without doing much anything, that I have got about 2 to 3 years of the execution for the EPC and construction and the developmental aspects, and also an O&M for the next 10 to 15 years. That's the current position.
Of 2 to 3 years strong order execution pipeline in view. But now I want to focus on the margins. So in the last couple of fiscals, there has been a significant jump up in your margins that we are looking at. Even if this year 20%, 24% margins as compared to 20%. What's the outlook for this FY25 period? Where are we looking margins at, and what is leading to this growth in margins that we are seeing?
See, if you can watch and if you can just look into a little more deeply into the way that we have transformed ourselves over the last 3 to 5 years, there has been a change in my project and the product slate, where we have gone into the specialized and the niche areas in the infrastructure. We call them as the industrial infra solutions and also the urban infra solutions. These are the projects where you need the technology, value engineering, and also a deep experience, which gives us that edge on the profit margins. And the kind of the project that we have got, and also the tenders that are on hand, and also the way that we are looking into our future progress, we should be in a position to sustain this.
Got it. Mr. Rao, some color on your debt. Your debt has been significantly reducing in the past 2 years. Do you plan to reduce this debt further in FY25? And when do you plan to become debt-free?
Step back on this, and I'll give you what exactly that we have done. The post-headwinds in 2014, Ramky Infrastructure, as with all the majors of the infrastructure industry here, has gone through a great restructuring and reorganization and a kind of a revitalization. We have reduced our debt from about 3,800 crore levels to the current around 170 crores of fund-based and about 500 crores of the non-fund-based. A very significant reduction in our debt, and my debt intensity is only about 0.39 to my net worth and the equity. So it is one of those balance sheets where you don't find any term debt. But as we go forward and build our capacities and also the scale, we would like to look into how the ways and means of leveraging our current position, both in terms of the net worth and the balance sheet metrics.
Got it. Mr. Rao, well, thank you so much for giving us those insights and speaking to us at NDTV Profit. It was a pleasure speaking with you. But with that, we're completely out of time. So stay tuned to NDTV Profit for more news and updates.